A super cool weapon. They have a bunch of cool 3D printed weapons that Golden Sun is carrying, because I know Evergreen's got the paintbrushes as well. They've got the Luna Blaster. Golden Sun is named after the RPG of the same name, and its members claim to be aligned with each of the 4 elements of fire, wind, air, and water, respectively. Wind and air are the same thing.
Is it
It's
Avatar
Earth.
rules, or is it like...
It's just like they're into like their play styles. Like Coffee's like the fiery one because he plays a very aggressive wiper. Coffee is an extremely talented wiper, by the way. I am really looking forward to seeing how that plays out. Taking a look at our compositions here, no surprises on the side of Slugma males. The HVF has always used the NZAP in these lands. The HVF actually plays handheld, which is not very common. I always thought that was an interesting choice, and he is such a talented player. Terret, of course, repping the Squiffer as per usual. We're seeing some typical choice on the side of Golden Sun as well. Evergreen, of course, on the roller. Ali on the tri-stringer.
Of course,
We've got the cooler option in the Tri-Slasher Nouveau from Mashi, and of course, Coffee on the Wiper.
Yeah, I'm looking at the notes here. I can confirm, yes, it is indeed Avatar rules. Evergreen claims to be Earth, Mashi claims to be water, Soda claims to be air, and Coffee claims to be fire. So there you have it.
Seems like they're casting some effective spells on the opponent thus far, easing their way past the first checkpoint into the second, but Slugma males able to wipe out the opponent. I just watched Terret like pump his fist up
I
in
saw that
victory.
pop-up. That went crazy.
You might want to keep your hands on the controller, buddy. The game isn't over yet. But Slugma males quickly capitalizing on this newfound ground, hoping to get a first checkpoint out with these specials they have on deck, but Goto's going to be going down.
Yeah, sometimes it ain't always just about winning, it's about sending a message. And sometimes that message is enough for you to be able to pop off, be like, I'm done, I don't need to play anymore. But you play regardless, because that's just the insatiable beast's hunger, asking at the gate of opportunity for you to charge through.
Oh, that is definitely a fantasy RPG speech right there, if I have ever heard one. Very, very thematic. Ooh, nice pick. DHVF definitely taking advantage of the picks that are getting put off here, putting a lot of paint on the ground, letting Slugma males move on through. Goto's definitely going to be wanting to get under those ledges with the sloshing machine. We're seeing a bit of a slosher 1v1 there with no one really coming out on top, able to secure a very solid lead, 20 left to go, but it's far from unbeatable for Golden Sun.
Yeah, a really nice save for that checkpoint, but that does put them at a very, very precarious 20 points.
Did you see Coffee get sniped out of that hammer by Terret? Very valuable pick with 3 down on Golden Sun. It looks like that push is over before it even began.
Yeah. Now going back into Slugma male's domain, they grab that tower and are going to push even farther, keeping any opportunity of a comeback as far away as the sun itself. Ooh, look at that. I can talk nice.
Something very interesting about Slugma's composition you might notice is that it is technically a double backline comp with the Heavy and the Squiffer, but if you've ever watched Terret play his Squiffer, he works some magic with that thing. He plays Squiffer like Squiffer is supposed to be played more aggressively than other chargers, but he plays that thing like a frontline sometimes, and it works. It is amazing. You would think that all the aggression is kind of being like ham-fisted on Goldals right now, but Terret is not afraid of going in for those off angles like he was doing just then, able to escape in time with that painted area right there. Very smart play. He's just able to take these off angles and really take the enemy by surprise with his positioning.
Yeah, Green really knows how to also come in from behind, grabbing some nice splats as it happens to be. The HVF also making
so
sure,
close.
Yeah, making sure that that does not go unpunished. Look at
nice.
all of those
Double
names
with the
being
X-Head.
taken.
Absolutely amazing work from DHVF. Able to get it down to 30, Golden Sun is, but that's not enough to take the lead. It looks like the tower is going to be reset back to neutral before anything more can come of that push.
Yeah, that was, and it's still going.
It's still going.
It's still going, grabbing one on Ali as well, and having enough time to jump back to the rest of the team. 1 minute left on this clock, and it is the Golden Sun's final opportunity to push any bit further. And here is their chance.
On the board. This is their chance. pulling them all out at once, pulling out all the
What?
stuff. The cooler!
What was with that cooler?
Spawned from the tower. Oh, that is a mistake that I have made one too many times. I think it happens to everybody. You just don't keep it in mind. You just want to get it out on the floor. It does look like, regardless, cooler or not, they are getting more points down. Tick down to 24 before 2 go down. Catboy fighting to keep Golden Sun off of the tower, surrounded on all fronts by Slugma males. It looks like that push is coming to an end as Golden Sun tries to regroup with 10 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, we're so close. A Booyah Bomb coming out to try and dissuade them as much as possible. And this is probably going to be the end of this game. Now, first game goes to Slugma males. I have to say, that thing with the cooler, that is why I play orange ends up and not the base one. Like I do not trust myself with such an important special. I cannot handle this.
Yeah,
that's not for me.
That's the cool thing about Super Chumps. There's so many of them. You lose one, it's like, you know, you have kids. Like, you have one kid and you lose the kid and it's a big deal, but you have 10 kids and one kid goes missing, you know, just, you know, you can just brush it off. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's no big deal. It's just my Jeroma.
Yeah, my Jerona.
Jerona.
But I was very pleasantly surprised to see a very even matchup between these two teams. Very well matched to each other. I definitely think that either one of these teams could adapt in the way necessary to take sets over the other.
Yeah, I do think with how close it was, it's not really easy to count Golden Sun out just yet, because it was admittedly really, really close. I have reason to believe if that cooler did actually go into play as intended, there might have been a bit more of a chance for things to go.
Yeah, that is so unfortunate, isn't it? Because those picks, like, they were really, Slugma was kind of staggering with getting those picks. If the cooler was up, it might have given Golden Sun, like, the opportunity to be able to jump back in faster or come back into mid faster to hold the grounds that they had, but they were forced to give it up when they could have been able to keep it.
It probably wouldn't have been that big of a deal if it wasn't such a pivotal moment when it happened too. Because they were just getting past that check, they were heading down towards the next, and it was like if they did not get to there, then they just would not be able to take lead, period. It was really a make or break moment, and it just was not able to pan out exactly. But that being said, you can't really cry over spilled milk, and you can't exactly claim Johns when, you know, the video game works as intended, of course. Next game will be taking place at, I lost what the graphic was. I have the
Well, we'll
sheet
be
here.
seeing it any second now, so let's see if your eyes are faster, if the game is faster.
I don't trust my eyes. What does it say? Oh, okay. I think that's... Wait, what is that?
Inkblot? No, that's museum.
Yeah, is that the museum? I think that's museum.
Museum Dalfoncino Rainmaker that we are going to. We are seeing some shakeups in composition on the side of Golden Sun, with Mashi opting for that tent umbrella. Gonna be nice for getting an early pop on the Rainmaker, as they do. We are seeing a double sword comp. Definitely a lot of aggression coming out from Evergreen and Coffee. Already seeing a pick there with Evergreen going in for the immediate flank, but it's going to end with both Splatanas going down within the first few seconds.
Yeah, I have to say, when I see like both the Sloshing Machine and the Order Heavy in the same comp, I'm like, wow, that's a very chrome-coated core you got right there. So it throws me off. I'm like, isn't that the same weapon? No, it's not. One is gray and white, the other one's white and gray. And know the difference.
Definitely a very valuable pick from Catboy there. Going to want to get that jet out of the way by any means necessary to kickstart the push. Coffee kind of isolated here, trying to look for a pick. Has the stamp on deck. They haven't dealt with him yet. Is he still there? No, he retreated back to base, probably hoping to hold on to that, but dies in the Booyah, gets splatted. So unfortunate too, going down on the side of Golden Sun. Slugma males retaining their ground. It looks like it's going to be first check for them.
Yeah, I heard some aura procking just before they were able to grab that check. Now with the check in place, it's only a matter of time.
Oh, was that a bomb that bounced off of the bubbler shield to get that pick on the Rainmaker?
Again, as someone who plays Umbrella more often than you think.
It looks like the push is just going to keep going. Godl's going in for the pick as their teammates jump to them, continuing to hold to this ground, not giving it up so easily. Bazooka coming out, able to get some picks.
Wow.
Finally getting it out, but DHVF running the Rainmaker down to 17 behind the backs of Golden Sun.
17 and then some, because that comes with a lot of stipulation towards the mental fortitude for Golden Sun to try and combat that. I mean, how do you like see a score like that and just think, oh, I can come back from this easy, no problem. It's gonna take a lot of work, and that's probably gonna be weighing them down a bit. Evergreen going in as far as he could go, but only stopping due to, you know, being shot in the face with ink. It happens.
That play, that push, unfortunately did not come to be. Terran, what did I say? Getting a double on the Squiffer at the ramp, going for another on Soda Papio. Able to get it, hitting the triple with the Squiffer all up in the opponent's faces. That's the play style that we've come to know Terran for, as they continue to be a nuisance, pushing the Rainmaker back into Golden Sun's base again.
Terran is such a beast, making that Squiffer out to be such a meta threat in this context.
Squiffer is the new meta. Goodbye, Blaster. Goodbye, Heavy Spotlight. Your time is over. It is Squiffer's time.
You would think that this would be some tournament where like all the meta weapons are actually like the ones that don't see competitive play or something. Suspicious.
We have seen a lot of varied weapon picks in this tournament, which is a really nice thing about these LANs. It feels like people are a lot more likely to play the things that they want to play because there's just so much diversity in it. But on this push, unfortunately, I take back what I was about to say. 3 are going down on behalf of Slugma Males, and Ali able to advance the Rainmaker to the first checkpoint.
That was such a great play. Now with that check down, it gives Golden Sun the perfect opportunity to go in just a little bit farther, but unfortunately, they almost all get taken out in a perfect sweep to try and grab Slugma Males, grabbing it to. They stopped Golden Sun. It was really cool, trust.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ali just wasn't able to provide the jumps in that situation to get the rest of her team back in, and the push fell. Now Golden Sun is in a little bit of a tricky position as Slugma Males is kind of just biding their time, holding out. The specials are coming out, but will it be enough to turn the situation around?
Barely avoiding that Zuka. Catboy grabbing some cover while attempting to assist DH with grabbing that pop from the Rainmaker. Unfortunately,
that is an interesting position for the Rainmaker to be in on top of that little platform.
It's kind of there's only one way to grab it.
That is a very interesting tech. I learned something new today.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, like it's not that well known. Quite honest, I forgot it existed.
I never thought about that before. That was a very, very interesting way to stall out the Rainmaker in that situation. Coffee was able to get to it, but he was completely alone in that situation because when you do that, it forces yourself in this like really awkward, like uninkable position where like if you drop, just like everybody's going to be surrounding you. So that was a really smart play on behalf of
I'm pretty sure that is like the only instance, at least that I'm aware of, where the squid surge, whatever it's called, the thing to swim up faster.
Yeah, squid surge, that's correct.
I'm pretty sure that's the or one of the only instances in which that is actually like a viable thing to do in any of these maps. I feel like
there has to be other examples in other maps of something
niche,
similar.
Like
I
somehow
can't
more
think of any
niche than that if they exist.
But I feel like I have seen some people apply the tech in other places before. It's very interesting.
It's not a common tech, but it's one that exists.
Yeah, but I thought it was interesting how towards the end it felt like Golden Sun was able to get a good push going. If it weren't for DHVF sneaking the Rainmaker behind everyone at that point, because at that point they had shut down the push in every other regard. It was just DHVF that was able to sneak through to get the counter down to 17. With just a little more awareness in that situation, I wonder if Golden Sun might have been closer to or been able to come out on top.
Yeah, that like pushing it all the way to the 17 was definitely a shot to the morale for them for sure. But hopefully with, I can actually read this now, splat zones on Urchin, this might be the chance Gold Sun is waiting for. They have one last opportunity to try and turn the tides against Slugma males. And as we all know, Slugma is in fact weak to water. So turning tides is exactly what you need to do to get the upper hand against them.
Yeah, you know what happens when you cool Slugma down? He turns into rocks and he starts, like, disintegrating, right?
I'm pretty sure that's Macargo, but sure.
I'm not. I never claimed to be an expert on Pokemon. That's Ali's territory.
Well, it's literally its evolution. It goes from a slug to a snail, and the shell is a rock.
But here we are on Splat Zone's Urchin Underpass. I've got to admit, I'm... Huh?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Wait.
The GooTuber coming out from Terran. I think this is a first for me. This is the first time I'm seeing Terran pull out the GooTuber. He's got to be real confident.
I got thrown off because I thought the background was Museum again because they look so similar. But when I realized, oh no, this is Urchin, I'm like, wait, what weapon do they got? And it's GooTuber.
I was going to say
really
that I was
scraping the bottom of the barrel for weapons now.
But it doesn't look, I'm not sure if Goo was the play because right away Coffee is able to assist in getting a first wipe for Golden Sun and continuing to be a nuisance under this ledge here, hoping to get the position necessary to get out the stamp, but is shut down by DHVF as the cooler comes out.
Yeah, Golden Sun is not messing around, knowing this is their last chance. They are holding onto that zone like their life depends on it. And in most cases, it probably does. In a metaphorical sense, of course. Nothing like actually fatal. Of course, of course.
My initial impression was that we have a heavy Splatling on the side of Slugma males, which means that maintaining the zone might be a little more difficult for Golden Sun, which is at a bit of a paint disadvantage. But if the Tri-Nouveau is able to put in the work, which they are not able to do right now, considering that there is 3 down on the side of Golden Sun, they might be able to counter the sheer amount of paint output the heavy Splatling is going to be putting on that zone from Catboy.
A nice bit of a wave breaker to try and dissuade a bit more, although, like, I would have liked to see
Have
a little...
Have you ever seen a GooTuber move up that much?
I haven't seen
like,
a GooTuber do anything, to be fair.
I haven't seen a GooTuber anywhere near
Only at
anything all.
Gridlock, baby! That's the New York spirit!
Absolutely.
Yeah!
New York is the only place where you can see Quad Arrow Spray and GooTuber come out in the same day.
Yeah, look, the survivability of that was crazy. Terran going even further with that GooTuber, only going down to a
shut
surprise.
down by Coffee, who's hoping to go for one more, but
Wiper.
is chased out by the sheer firepower of the heavy Splatling. Zone in favor of Golden Sun right now, really hoping to take control of this particular area to shut out entry from the top right. But Territ coming in on the off angle once again, hoping to get in an entrance and divert attention to the left side, using the GooTuber's missiles to create an opening for themselves to try to paint the zone for the side and get some picks.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And it is successful.
Yeah, Ali going down to that shot right there. I saw Green was like keeping Terran on his toes. Unfortunately going down to said toes of the roller, because rollers have toes, as you know. My toes, my toes.
Sure, whatever you say. But regarding toes or otherwise, the zone still in favor of Golden Sun. Golden Sun is still retaining that lead, but the picks are going down one by one. The Jet able to come out from Ali. Oh no, that is Chumps. That is Chumpo.
Yeah, I was
My
gonna say
mistake.
that's Chumps.
It is Super Chump time, but not anymore as Ali does go down.
Yeah, I mean, it was a valiant attempt at Chumps, to distract them a little bit, but it's going to take more than just a little bit of a distraction to be able to take back that zone from them. And as the counter goes down more and more, it is so close from them being able to take it, and they took the lead!
They lose the lead. Slugma males able to take it with a snipe from Territ to seal the deal. The Chumps coming out, but it doesn't look like it's going to help the Sprinkler over zone. Nothing seems to be stopping the onslaught of paint from Slugma.
Wait, don't say that just yet.
Coffee with the steel chair? Coffee with the steel chair?
No, chair's made of rubber. Sorry.
Oh.
Aw.
But that was still an incredibly fun match to watch. Slugma Males takes it 3-0, well deserved. If you're able to pull off such expert gameplay with a GooTuber, I would say at that point you deserve your win.
Yeah,
Very well.
honestly, like, shout out to Tarrant for being just the GOAT with the short range chargers, regardless of what it is.